Hello and welcome to a little video about section 5C. Here we're going to continue exploring conditional probability. We're going to take a look at independent and dependent events, but our word problems, they're going to look a tiny bit different. Now, our equation for conditional probability is still the same as before. If I can write it correctly, Miss Gumin. There it is. Equals the probability of A and B over the probability of A. Okay, so let's read this problem and see how we can use that to help us. All right, so in a school, the probability that a student takes environmental science and geography is 0.25. The probability that a student takes environmental science is 0.72. What is the probability that a student takes geography given that the student is taking environmental science? Now, the way I like to start this off is first I want to look at the word given. Here's given. What happens before is our B. What happens after the word given is our after, which is pretty nice. Okay, so before talks about geography, after talks about environmental science. Now, what does our problem want us to plug in? Well, the top of our fraction is the probability of A and B. So really, that's the probability of, I'm going to abbreviate, environmental science and geography over the probability of environmental science. Okay, so let's find those two pieces of information. Environmental science and geography. Here it is. Probability of just environmental science. Oh, did I do the same color? I sure did. Let's use yellow. Here it is, 0.72. So let's plug that in. Probability on top is 0.25. On the bottom, it's 0.72. Pop that into your calculator. We get 0.347, which I rounded to just 35%. Okay, let's continue to example number 2. Okay, can I copy paste? I'll just rewrite it. I'm just gonna rewrite that formula. Probability of B line A All right, let's find out what our A's and B's are. The probability that Susie does her economics homework and her math homework is 0.42. The probability of her doing her economics homework is 0.62. The probability of her doing math homework is 0.72. Oh, we got 3 values this time. We have to be especially careful when reading this next sentence. What is the probability of her doing her math homework given she does her econ? So, first and foremost, let's look at given. Before, after. Let's see. So, our after is econ, our before is math. So let's plug that in. The probability of economics and math. Let's abbreviate econ and math all over the probability of econ homework. Okay, so let's see what numbers we're going to be using. The probability of economics and math, here is that sentence. And then the probability of just economics is right here. So we did not have to use that 0.72 at all. How nice. Let's plug in those values. All right, on top we got a 0.42, on the bottom a 0.62. When I divide it, I get about 0.677, and I rounded it to 68%. Okay. I hope those two examples we're helpful in you setting up these problems. This is as hard as they'll get. Now, we are going to take it a step further and take a look at events that are independent from each other. Still using this conditional probability. Right. When two events are independent, then their conditional probability equals the probability of B, the before event. So let's take a look at example 8 and example 9. Let's write down the formula first before I get started. All right. A survey of students in a homeroom class found that the probability of being in a band, given that you are a girl, is 0.62. The probability of being in a band is 0.46. Is being in a band independent or dependent of being a girl? Right. First, let's find given. That's always that key word. There's given. B for before, and whatever comes after is our A. All right, so A is our girl and B is band. So probability of band girl, does that equal the probability of band? Well, let's see. I'm going to move that up here. Now, the probability of band and girl, that would be right here. Perfect. Probability of being in a band is 0.46. Right there. Let's plug that in. Does 0.62 equal 0.46? Absolutely not. I don't even want it on the screen for that long. Being in the band is dependent on being a girl. Let's take a look at 9. I'm going to rewrite that formula as I did beforehand. I just like to do that. Alrighty. A recent poll asks whether customers like a restaurant's new lunch menu. The probability of someone liking the new lunch menu, given they are male, is 0.44. The probability of liking a new lunch menu is 0.44. Is liking the new lunch menu independent or dependent on being a male? Well, let's check it out. Where is given? Where are you given? Ah, there you are, given. Let's mark you. Anything B is before, anything after is A. So our before would be lunch menu. So menu line male, and then just the menu. All right, let's find those values. The probability of liking new lunch, given that you're male, is 0.44. And just liking the new lunch menu is 0.44. Now you can probably see what the answer is going to be, but we need to write it in order to prove it. 0.44 equals 0.44. So, liking the new lunch menu has nothing to do, it is independent of being male. Okay? So, number 10. I like number 10. Let's do number 10. Okay, we have time. Why not? Let's write down the formula. All right. Students were surveyed to see how many owned a car. The probability of being female given you own a car is 0.49. The probability of being a female is 0.3, and the probability of owning a car is 0.9. Are being a female and owning a car independent or dependent events? Okay, I already marked given. B is before. So B is female. A is car. I know, isn't my handwriting wonderful? I know y'all love it. Okay, so let's find it. Here's our given, 0.49. Probability of female is 0.3. I'm sure you can see at this point, but we need to prove it. Does 0.49 equal 0.3? Absolutely not. So being a female and owning a car are dependent events. Okay, that is about it for KC. 5, Section C. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.